Hello everyone, my name is Muhibul Haq. I am WordPress developer and open source contributor. As I am contributing to WordPress community, I have involved with many WordPress events like WordPress Campus Connect, WordCamps, WordPress student clubs. So whenever we apply for an event and our application get approved, we get a website like this one, events.wordpress.org, then the event name, then year, and a event name based on the event type and name. What event organizer need to do is they need to create a website like this one. But this starts with uh, WordPress block editor, and this is what most of the people don't feel comfortable. So I will today demonstrate how to design a website like this. So before I start, I want to introduce my co-host Joe. Joe, please introduce yourself in few sentences, then we will start our session.
Hello, everyone. My name is Joe Simpson. I'm here in the States. I'm a WordPress fan and contributor. I've organized quite a few WordPress events, but I was excited to see this presentation because, as you all are here for, I want to see how it's done with the most recent tech. Thanks for joining us, everyone.
Yeah, thank you. I will start with this event website, which is completely brand new. When you get a website, you will find your website is uh, like this, and we will just convert it to this design. And I created a dummy website with a local host, because when you get this type of website from WordPress org, sometimes installation of plugin and themes are not allowed. As we need to install few plugins sometimes, and sometimes we need to test with different themes. So I decided to create a local host website as well, that will help me to actually demonstrate properly. And let's start from the very beginning, what we are going to actually develop today. so uh, you know Designing this type of layout is very simple using block editor, but most of us don't have proper knowledge how to work with block editor. So what I will do, I will actually discuss few basic thing what you need to know about block editor, and then we will design a few section from here. And maybe I will continue few parts in next session. Maybe I will host it in next week. So let's see how much we can cover today. So when you get an event website like this one, you can see from front end, you will notice the website looks like this type of coming soon page. But when you logging as admin, you can see coming soon mode is on. But when you visit the front page, you will see a page like this one, which is coming from 2024 WordPress theme. And if you visit the themes section, you will notice 2024 theme is activated. So we can actually override this page and make design like this one. But what I prefer, I generally create a page, separate page, and declare this as our home page. So when I click on page, you will see we can create a page like home or anything we can name. And then we can just hit the publish button, so our page is ready. So you can see as we created the page, it's coming with very basic layout, and here we can write welcome to campus connect. So any content you add here, it will be immediately visible on the front end. So we can definitely do this, but as we want to design something like full width, you can see the content is not full width. If I just change the background color, you can see the content is not full width. So what I decided, I need to discuss that WordPress block theme templating system very fast, so you can understand how you can get rid of this type of page layout first, and then you can continue designing a website like full width and any type of layout you want to build, you can play with them. So for doing this, like if I check the home page of our event website, you can see this page has some images, text, and other content. So what they are coming from, so actually where they are coming from, if we need to check, we need to actually visit dashboard, and then appearance, then the editor. Here you will see uh, an option like templates. If you click here, you can see active templates created 2024 base templates. So you can see there are many different templates already designed that actually helping in many ways. Like for archive pages, this template is designed. For home page, blog home, that is this page, and other pages like index pages, all pages will actually use this template. I need to actually go to dashboard again. Here you can see when from settings and maybe reading, you can see we have set our latest posts will be visible. So that's why when we select this, your latest post will be visible. This actually use this template blog home, and you can see the blog home template. If we click on we need to actually duplicate it. Okay, so when we click on it, we need to open it, and you can see this template is designed using these contents. That's why our uh, home page is showing like this one. This home page is as we selected the our blog uh, home. So we actually don't want this blog home. We have created a new page that is called home, and I need to declare this as our home page. So what I need to do is from this reading, I can select this static page, and here we can just select this home and hit save. So our home page is declared as our home page now. And if you visit the same home page again and reload it, you can see our home page is now as working as our home page. So this way we can easily change our home page. But this is actually using the template of pages. So if I go to active templates again, here you can see we have a pages template that is declared on our uh, that page. We can check what template is being used on our page. So if you come back to your home page, and you can see pages and blog, there has two tab. In page tab, you can see template is selected as page. So that's why whatever design they actually did on this template, pages template, that is actually showing up in our page. So what I want to do is I want to create another new template that will allow me to work as full width and change everything as I want. For doing this, what I will do, from here in templates section, I will click on add template, and here you can create template for many different pages and archives and other things. So I want to create actually a custom template. So I will just click on custom template, and here I will name it as full width, no title, and click on create. Let's check. I'm not sure the template is created or not. Let's try again. Full width, no title. So let's click on create again, and it's already created. So uh, here I need to design everything as I want. If you visit the home page now, you can see the content is not full width and the title is showing up here, and there has a search share option here. Another thing I want to show, like if I add any thumbnail, you can see thumbnail uh, will be visible here. So this is the way they actually designed it for all pages, but I want a custom full width layout without the title and the thumbnail. So that's why I am actually creating a new template which I already named and created. So here what I want, I will click on this block inserter, and here I will search for header. So you can see header is here. It's purple because it's a synced pattern that we will discuss in maybe next session. So for now I am just adding the header, and you can see the header is already here. And then what we want to do is I want to add the content, like this content, and then the footer. So my footer will be after the content. So what I did, like, let's save it. In the page I want this header part. After that, with full width, I added the content. What content? Like any content I am adding in the editor, in this editor. So it's home page content area, like any content. If I add image here, if I add any image here, we can see it's visible in the content area. Like here all contents are showing. So I actually removed the I did not add the thumbnail and title. I just added the content part. So any content I add in page editor, that will be visible on my page. So let's actually work on this template again. So you can see what we did. Like if I click on this list view, we have header, and any content we add on the page, that will be in the middle section, and then the footer. But if I hover, you can see there are some block spacing, like this content and this footer are not together. They have little bit space between them. So we will remove this later, but for now I just saved it. So in the home page, if I reload again, as I created the new template, when we reload, you will see the template will be appear here. So for this page, from page settings, we need to actually change the page template here, and here we created this template, full width, no title, and I will just hit save. So if I reload it again, you can see our header is here, then the content we added in our home page editor, whatever added for home page, it's here, and then our footer area. So this way we can actually override the template, and we declared the home page as home from this settings reading section. So let's close this two part. Our initial bootstrapping is done. Okay. So next, we will work on creating this type of layout. Before that, we need to understand the block editor thing, few basics. Actually, I will not describe each and everything, but the things we must need, that I will try to actually cover first. So for doing this, I will go to this dashboard section again, and here from the appearance, I will click on editor, and then here we have styles option. Here you need to add your necessary style options first, so you can use them later. So if I click on typography, you can see there are few pre-installed fonts available, and for text you can set the font size and font name and other default uh, settings. For link, heading, and others, you can definitely add the things you need to do. And to install the font, I think we have already four system fonts, but if we want to install another font, then we need to click on this manage option. Then you can upload one or install the font. So if we click on install font, you can allow access to Google Fonts, and here you can search for any font you want to install. You just need to select all and then install. So it will be installed on your system. So we added 18 variation of Roboto font. We can use this on our website now. So after installing, we need to activate it as well. So I will show how you can activate it. Let's complete the installation first. Okay, so installation is done. And then in the library, you can see our custom font is selected and it's already activated. If you don't want to use this one, you can just unselect it and hit update. You can see this will not be usable anymore. So this way you can install and uninstall any font. And after that, what we need to do is we need to actually select uh, font for text and others. Like if you want to change it to Roboto, you can change it. You can actually select the font size, and if you want to add any custom font size, then you can actually add it manually. Like when you click on this settings option, then you can add any font here, and you can change the unit for the font as well, and other parameters you need to change. And if you want to change for heading and other thing, then you can definitely do it from here. And if you want to add few custom font sizes, you can definitely add more custom font sizes here. Like I want to add a font size, like let's add it 22 pixel, and let's rename it to body 1. So you can see a custom font already added here. So this way you can add typography and font styles on your system. Later you can use these font size variations, fonts, and other things on your design. And then you need to add few colors, like there has already few color palettes and gradient palettes. So you can edit these and update. For text, you can set a default for text color, background color, and other colors. And you can also add some custom colors when editing a panel, like these are some default colors, but you want, for example, blue. So you can just select that one, and that will be added as custom color here. So this way you can add different colors here. And I'm skipping background and shadow option, as these will not necessary for us for now. And here you can see there are layouts options that we will modify. So in block theme, you will see there are two content width. One is content width and another is wide width. So what is this actually? So when we create any website uh, in block editor, there are, considering the UI factor, there are few thing actually considered by the team, and they make two wide, like one is content width, which is for content human, for human actually. When we add content, they wanted to make sure it's not a wall of text, like everywhere the text is here and it's really hard to read. Generally, 60 to 75 words is really good for readability. So one with block editor team actually introduced is content width, which is for human readable text content like heading and section heading and paragraph, this type of thing. And another is for visual width, which is generally we declare different content width. So here we can actually make it 750, and wide width we can make it 1280 or 1400, something like this. And you can see the padding is already 0, but inside both side the padding is uh, something like little bit high, but we can just remove it for now because we will add them in our blocks. And then the block spacing, as when I was creating the template, you have seen that there were a little gap between two blocks, like header and content and footer. So that is actually coming from this block spacing that we can actually remove, and you can see immediately these two blocks distance is removed. Like if you increase these two block is getting space by default. From for every element you will get this spacing, and that is sometimes really hard to remove. Like you need to override it every time. That's why I actually remove the block spacing padding from here. And then we need to click on this review change option, and here we will save it, so our default style is updated. And then if you want, like there are many blocks available, if you want any default style for a specific default block, then you can override it from here. And it, like for example, whenever we add any paragraph, it generally black color and don't come with any styles, extra styles. But if you want to change the text color to white, and for text you want to change the font style to Cardo or Roboto, then you can override these default styles as well. Okay, so next thing actually navigation that we will work on our editor. So I am skipping this part for now. So when you start a website, make sure you set uh, your necessary font here. and you can actually change the default fonts for heading and other elements. And the layout, you need to actually fix it according to your design, and then you are ready to start your designing on your pages. So I closed it, and let's remove everything from our editor, and then we will start designing our section. So if I remove it from home page, you can see only header and footer is available. So what I want to do is uh, I will actually start from this header part. So to design the header, we can see when we are editing the home page, we can't see the header here. So most of the people face this issue, like I want to modify this header, but there is no option to modify the header. So how can I uh, update this header or footer area? So as we know, we already change the template for our page, and if we want to modify the layout of our uh, this template, then we need to edit that template, not in page. So how can we edit the template? To edit the template, the best way I found is whenever hover on edit page, you can click on edit page, or that will actually open this page content. But we want to modify the template, so that's why I will click on this edit site. That will take us to the template. You can see from the address bar, you can see we are now editing the template full with no title template. So that actually we created header, content, and footer. So here you can actually modify the template. Also, you can access this page from the templates area. Like if I go to dashboard and then editor, templates, and this template I created. So here you can see full with no title. This template is here. So if I click here, I can edit this. So now I will actually make the header look like this. So for doing this, as I am editing the template here, uh, you can see the template starting with header. So if I click on this expand icon here, you will see this is the group, and this group is more inner elements, like there has a row here, and then we have inside the row we have multiple row. So in first row you can see there has site logo, and then the another group which is actually displaying the site title. So what I will do, I will just remove this group, and here is our site logo. Only in left side I want to keep the site logo. So in site logo I will just click on this upload, and I already uploaded the Campus Connect logo in media library, so I will select it, and you can see site logo has changed, and we can increase the width of the logo. So let's make it 175 pixel. And then we can see in the parent row we have two. One is in left and another is in right. So in right side we can see the navigation menu is here, and here if you expand you can see these are basically the pages list. So you can edit and update this pages list to make the menu prepare. So what we can do, we can create some sub menus like home. We can just do drag and drop to adjust these menus. If we want to remove any item, we can just click on delete, so it will be deleted. If we want to uh, like drag it location here, and after the location we can drag one step forward, so it will be sub menu. So you can see when I keep the leave feedback item here, uh, just one step forward, then it's become sub menu. If I want to make sub menu of this item, we can uh, add another item and just drag in a little bit right side, so you can see it's working as sub menu of this item. Like when I hover on location, it opens the leave feedback, and then when I hover over on this open the offline page. So this way you can actually rearrange all the page links here, and then you can actually adjust all the pages. Like if you don't want sample page here, you can modify it, sample page test, all the uh, thing you can actually adjust from here. Let's do few little adjustment like with sub menus. Okay, so this is the way you can rearrange the pages or items. But if you want to add new item here, then you need to click on this plus icon here. So let's click on this plus icon. Here you can select any existing page to add on the menu, or click on create new page to add on the menu, or you can add a block, any block you can add here. So when you click on add block, you can add page links, spacer, submenu, or any other thing. Let's for example, we want to create a custom link, so we can just click on custom link here. And here I also sometimes get confused, like where I need to add a link. So what you need to do, you need to add the text here first, social, and then click on this submit. So you can see social is already added. So here you need to update your social link, facebook.com, or your page name. So this you can add menu item here, and you can add many dynamic options here as well. Add block, here you can see if we click on browse all, you can see many different option available here. You can add social icons here, or if you want logging log out option, you can just click on here, and you can see as we are already logged in, logout is added here. So we can definitely modify everything here. And if we want to, like, let's make this sub menu. Okay, so let's hit save. And if we refresh our home page, you can see header is already updated and looks nearly similar to this one, but we need to do little more adjustment, like fonts size, font weight, and others. Okay, so if you want to actually modify any style, what you need to do is just click on uh, that specific block, and whenever you select any block, you can see there are settings option and style option available. So if you want to actually change the color of the icon, then we can click on this color and change it as we want. And if we want to change the font size, then we can actually modify it. Like if I add 30 pixel, then you can see it's already changed. And if you want spacing between items, then you can actually play with the spacing of the item. And for typography, I want to show one thing, like if you can add font size here, but if you want more options like which font and appearance and other options, then you need to just enable all of these items. And here you can change the font and other things. So these will help you to style your blocks effectively. So I want to take a short break if anyone has question, and I can see a few questions already in the chat box. So let's reply for those first. And if anyone has question, you can just open the mic and mm, talk. Okay, so Rahmat shared a tips in chat, so you guys can follow. Okay, so I will continue to design other sections. Before I start designing these sections, we need to actually learn few basics about few important blocks like group block and column block and cover block. So with these, we will able to actually maintain all our layout effectively. So for doing this, let's uh, in our home page, as we are actually working in home. So here I will add the group block first and share few things about the group block. Whenever we add group, it's actually a div that we actually use in web design. Everyone who is familiar with web design, HTML and CSS, you know what div does. So whenever you click on a group, you will see a few options to choose. Like first one is group, and then the row block and stack block, then grid block. So let's start with group first. When you select the group, you actually created a div or group that will contain few other sections together. So for doing this, let's add a content here like paragraph. Welcome to Campus Connect. So when you save it, you can see it's added here, but it's added from here, but we want from this wide area. Let's add a background in our group so we can understand what's happening in the background. So from page, we selected the group and going to block, and here we can just click on background. And if I change this background and hit save, and you can see the background is already added here. I want to actually use my local site that actually help us understand it better, because the Campus Connect site is using 2024 that actually do not match with the backend and front end. Like you can see, we added the background and it's not full width, but in front end you can see it's already full width. So I think it will be good if we use the localhost one. Let's create a page. Let's give it a name, home, and just publish it. So this is our home page, group. Here, if I add the background color and let's add a content. Welcome to Campus Connect, and let's hit save, and you can see the content is here, and the homepage title is coming because we didn't create any layout that is full width in our local site. So for the template, this is actually using the pages template that is not full width. That's why uh, the content is showing here. So I mean the title is showing here, or other options are looking like this. But let's add. So if I click on group again, and here if I make it wide width, you can see the background is expanded, the yellow color expanded, and now it's this wide, like using the wide width that we set 1280. But for content width, it was 62 or 750 that we changed later in our event site. In local host, it's actually 620. So you can see it's changed. And if we make it, if we change it full width, you can see it's now full width. So one thing most of the people face is whenever they want to actually move this content from here to here wide width, but whenever we are actually selecting a group block and changing the width option, then it's actually changing the background or container area, but content is not moving to the right position. That's why we most of the time don't achieve the desired layout what we want. So another thing, like, as this is only changing the background, if we click on this inner blocks use content with section, then and hit save, you can see the content is now starting from the very starting of the page. And if we select this paragraph block and make it right align and hit save, you can see it's now moving to the very right of the page. But what we want to actually display from this wide width, not moving to the very end or uh, very start of the page. But this is maintaining very hard when you are using group block. So what we learned from the experiment, we actually learned when we select a group block and uncheck this inner block content width, then the content actually moves, the div actually get control of full width but not the content width. And if we click on this inner block use content width, that actually uh, works in background, not with the content. So to overcome this, what we will do, like, let's remove this paragraph. We'll click here and add another group here, and here you can see uh, the another group added, and here I will add the paragraph again. Welcome to Campus Connect. So let's select the second group and change the background of it to this color. So we can see now our second group's width is this wide, but I want actually to move it wide width, and it's moved to wide width, but the content is still in this position. But I want to move this content to this. So for second group, we have this width like from here to here. So what we can do, if we select the second group and come to settings page, and here we just uncheck this. So what it will do, for this group the content will be wide width, like from very starting of the group to very ending of the group. So here it's actually not maintaining the content width, it's actually taking its whole width. So whatever these groups, these second groups with, the content will move to that area. So let's save it here, and if we reload it, you can see the content is starting from the second group's very starting, and if we move it in the right side, you can see it will move to the very ending of this width. And if we target this second group, and here if we make it full width, so you can see now it's taking its perfect place. So what actually I did, let's recap again. For the first group, what I did, I enabled the inner blocks use content width. That means from this group, first group, I want to control the background only, not the content width. For the second one, I already checked that inner blocks will use the content, will maintain the content width. So I already checked it. For second one, actually I want to maintain the content width from here. So I actually uncheck this one. So it will be full width. Whatever the content width, the group width is actually the content's width. And this way you can easily maintain the width of the group. I know it's a little bit confusing, but if you start using it, you will understand it really uh, easily and effectively. So this way we can actually maintain the blocks width. Okay, let's make it left align again. So if I want to make it align wide width, then we need to select the wide width in second width, second group, and then I just hit the save, and you can see it's now here. And another one, let's remove the first experiment elements. Let's click on this plus icon, and here we click on row. So row actually uh, display the elements horizontally, like uh, let's add a group here. Again, click on after, and here group. If I add an element here, hello, and just duplicate it, so these actually displaying the content vertically one after one, but when we add a row block, it actually display content horizontally. So let's add the content high, and if I add another one, you can see it's moving toward this direction side by side. So this is the difference between uh, row and group. And we have another one which is stack block. Stack block is similar to group block, but there has little difference. Like this will add content vertically. Let's add paragraph. Sorry. Stack paragraph. Stack. And if I duplicate it, you will see stack is displaying content one after one, so vertically. So if I do another add another background here, so these three are basically usable for now. I am not going to show another one which is grid block. Like whenever we select the group block, like this one, group block, you can see we have group block, row block, stack block, and then grid block, which actually display content as grid. So I do not use grid block really often, but that's why I am skipping this one. So we will discuss the feature about row block, group block, and stack block. So when we add a group block, you can see the group block actually has this justification option, like you can justify item left, center, or right. But when you add as row, you can see you can move to content both direction, like vertically and horizontally you can align it. So uh, difference between group and stack, like these look similar but they have little bit difference. Like stack block allow more actually uh, flexibility to place your content in the right place. So why actually group block important? Group block actually help you when you are making any group, like if you are adding a content like these two content and you added like for example another image block here, image. You can actually group multiple elements together. We can just select multiple element and click on group. So this is working as like, let's rename it text, and this one we can also group, and this is working as image. So whenever we need to actually do any kind of this type of grouping, we can wrap with this type of uh, group. So it will actually help us to understand which area which content we placed. Or if we add for example here 20 or 30 items, we will not able to understand what content is doing what. So this way group actually help us to uh, keep everything in group. And uh, when we need more flexibility, like we need to adjust content in different places, like let's start with this row. Let's remove this one, stack one. So we can add some minimum height here, 500 pixels. So you can see our stack block has minimum height and content is placed here, but I want to display it in center and in align middle. So you get this type of flexibility here. So I think it's clear. And another thing I want to show about row block and other blocks. Let's add row block here, and here we will add a background color, and then we can add paragraph. Hello uh, everyone, we are learning event website development. And if we duplicate it, you can see both looks same in width. But if we start increasing our content, it will actually impact on the other uh, row. So that's why this row, group, and stack block actually uses the flex box mechanism, which actually sometimes use height auto, width auto, this type of mechanism. So when a content need to adjust, it can adjust it width automatically. That actually sometimes good, but sometimes it not helpful for our design. So for example, if we want a layout like this one, uh, I want 50% width here and 50% width here. whatever I add here, this should not impact on right side. So for that type of layout, sometimes using group block is not ideal. So for those type of thing, we use actually columns block. So here if we click on columns, you can see you can make it full width, you can select 50/50, 33/66, this type of many layout available, and you can just click on here, you can see these actually mm, the column block will be added. And if I add background colors for understanding, you can see there are two column available. For one, we can change the color to this color, and for column 2 we can change to this color. So this is actually uh, fixed, and this normally do not impact on other one. Like if I want one here, text paragraph. Hello everyone. We can just add a spacer here, and if we check, you can see the content there has content, this become two line, but this does not impact on the second column. So using this we can definitely create this type of layout where we need to fix our content with. So for today I will create this layout, the hero section, and then I think we can continue in next workshop for other parts. So let's create the first part. So I will continue this in our event website here in home, as we already developed the menu and then the hero section. So let's remove this one, and here I will add a group block, this group block, and this one actually uh, then I will add the row block, sorry, not row block, because we want same equal sections. That's why I will add column blocks and make it 50/50. So then for this column I will make it wide width, and let's check what or we can add content and then we can check in front end, and then we will actually adjust everything. So WordPress Campus Connect, this text I want to add in first column. This actually is a heading, so if you want you can actually convert it to heading. Like any block you add, if you click on this icon, and here you will find possible blocks there where you can convert your block. Like I added as paragraph, but I want it as heading. So whenever I click on it, you can see it's already changed to the block, heading block. So Campus Connect, like the event name is presentation 2026, and then we have this text, and then we have a button, learn more, and in the right side we will add an image. Let's add from media library, and if I hit save and check front end, you can see the content is already added. So I need to do some adjustment with this, and let's do this. So we can see the hero section is nearly 80 vh. So let's add the group, this group. Minimum height we can actually change to VH and change it to 85, and we can change this color. Like, let's check which color is used here, this one. So we can select the group, and here we can add the background color. So you can see the background color is already changed, and then we need to actually change its direction to center. So for doing this column, and here you can see when we select the group block, there is no alignment option for center. So what we can do is change the column here, from here to middle align, but it's only impacting the columns area, not for the group area. So what I will do, I will remove this height from here, and I will, and let's remove the background color also. We will add it to the column actually. So it will help us to uh, align it vertically and horizontally. So for column, I need to go to style section, and here uh, we need to actually, okay, so for column, we can see there is no height option available. That is another problem. Okay, what I can do, I can actually change this group block to cover block. Today, I think we are already running late, so I am not going to discuss about cover block that much, but I think uh, I can do this with cover block for now, and later we will discuss about it. Okay, so let's change the background color here and make it opacity 100%, and minimum height we can do VH 85%. So you can see it's already showing in the center position. If in cover block we can actually select the place of content from here. As this is selected in center position, it's already showing in the center. And then what we need to do is we need to adjust the uh, style of this text. I can see the color is this, and it's 3.4 rem and 1.25 line height. So what I can adjust this, like I have to select this one, and then let's change the color, and then font size is 3.4 rem, 3.4 rem, and line height we can add 1.25, and then we have another description text, which color is this, and 1.25. So I am targeting the paragraph, and for text color I am adding this, and rem 1.25, and line height 1.35. And then our button, for button, let's add background color, this one, same color, and then font size we can actually increase little bit, 1.05, let's make it 1.25, uh, 35 or 25. So it's already changed, and then you can see the gap between these two element is not looking good. So what we can do, we have two column, right? Left column and right column. So we want to increase the gap between this. So we have to target the uh, main parent column, and here in the style tab we can actually increase the spacing. So we can do little adjustment here and hit save. So you can see we need little gap in here. So we can just target this first column. Here we need to actually adjust the block spacing here, as we are trying to give block spacing for these elements, these three element, and mm, parent is this column. That's why we are giving uh, block spacing here. Now it has block spacing a little bit, but we need to adjust it. Like let's add one, and then we need to fix this image. You can see the image is little bit rounded, and this corner is sharp. So we need to play with border radius here. So I will target this image first, and here what we need to do is change the image dimension first. Like uh, in settings tab you will see not uh, original, we will select like portrait 34 or 43. This one actually looks good. And then what we need to do is go to style tab, and here you can see the border radius. So if we add 24, you can see all sides are now rounded, but we want to keep this side only sharp. That's why I will click on this unlink radius option. And for the uh, third one, like you can see the fourth one, it's indicating the uh, this is actually maintaining this corner. So I will just remove it to 0, and let's add, hit save, and you can see the image is looking exactly like this one. So this way we can design a nice hero section. In next workshop I will actually talk about the cover block, and we'll design few other sections from here. So if anyone has any question, you can ask, and then I think we are already running late, and sorry for that.
No problem. There is one question in the chat.
Yeah.
It's since row, column, or grid seem to have the same functions, which one would you recommend specifically for building elements like hero section, speaker cards, or the event schedule? He wanted to make sure he's using the most efficient block for these layouts.
Okay, so what I actually shared, when you are using group blocks, sometimes they are helpful to design. If you think you can um do the design using the group block, group block, or row block, stack block, then that's fine. But sometimes it's really hard to maintain the ratio. Like in left side, I want 30%, in right side, I want 60%. In these cases actually we can't maintain it properly. Like if I want this column, let's go to settings section. Here we can set, I want to make it 60% wide, and the right side it will be 40%. 40%. So we can do this easily. But for group, row, and stack, it's really hard to set up this type of width. That's why whenever you need to design something like uh, a specific, like this layout has some area that will be divided equally. So this type of areas I actually use column block, not row or this type of block. And if we need alignment option, then we use stack or row block. Or when any alignment is not necessary, I use just group block.
And I think
I
that's all
think.
the questions that
Mhm.
are in the chat right now.
Yeah. Okay. So thanks everyone for joining, and Joe, thanks for co-hosting the event. And I hope in next session we will able to design few other sections and discuss few other important blocks like cover block, which is really dynamic. I generally use cover block to use this because that has some really good features, like if you want to make parallax effect or video background, that is possible with cover blocks. So next session will be really interesting. You are all are invited to join. So thank you everyone. Let's turn off the recording first.